You must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve, in her innocence, corrected the serpent, but her reply already showed a slight deviation from God's original command. She said, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but—" "You will not certainly die," he declared, "for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Here lies the heart of the temptation, the desire for forbidden knowledge, the allure of self-deification, the lie that God is holding something good back from us. Eve, seeing that the fruit was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, made a choice. She took of the fruit and ate, and she gave some to her husband who was with her, and he also ate. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, not to a glorious new godhood, but to their own vulnerability and shame. The sweet innocence of their communion with God was shattered. When they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden, they hid, and God called out in what sounds like the voice of a heartbroken father, "Where are you?" He knew where they were, of course, but the question was for them. Where had they gone from that place of closeness and trust? What followed was a painful confrontation. Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent, but the consequences of their choice were undeniable. They were banished from the Garden of Eden, from the place of God's immediate presence. Pain, sorrow, and toil would now be a part of their human experience. It is easy to stop the story there, to see Eve simply as the one who brought sin and suffering into the world. For centuries, her story has been used to portray women as weak, deceptive, and the source of temptation. But to do so is to miss the incredible woman of faith that Eve became, and the profound lessons her life offers us. So, how was Eve incredible? First, Eve was created in the image of God, just as Adam was. She was his equal partner, a helper, in Hebrew, an ezer kenegdo. This word ezer is often used in the Old Testament to describe God himself as our helper. It speaks not of subordination, but of a vital and powerful support.